Hi, I'm makeup artist Just in Time. Welcome back to Make Up Your Mind TV and this week's episode of Beauty News. As many of you know, we're in the middle of the terrible coronavirus pandemic, and if you're like me, you're sheltering in place and just trying to stay safe, happy, and healthy. To begin this video, I would like to thank our frontline workers in the medical professions, as well as store associates in grocery stores and pharmacies, and especially our agricultural workers for making sure that the United States has the fresh fruit and vegetables we need to stay happy and healthy. In keeping on track with giving thanks, the cosmetics industry has actually just been a hero so far during this pandemic. The Estee Lauder company has donated over 2 million medical masks and 10,000 bottles of hand sanitizer a week to New York. The LVMH, they are on track to donate 12 tons of hand sanitizer. LVMH is the Louis Vuitton brand. They own lines such as Dior and Benefit. Christian Siriano, fashion designer, is having his entire production house produce masks. Many fashion houses are also doing this right now, as well as any individuals that are capable of sewing and have the materials are making really fantastic masks to help keep the frontline workers safe. Bulgari is transferring hundreds of thousands of bottles of cleanser and hand sanitizer, as well as Kylie Jenner is switching from her skincare brand to making hand sanitizer. It's really interesting how these luxury lines are transferring their luxury fragrance bottles and skincare bottles into hand sanitizer bottles. You can see here by some of the photos, they're just, very plain printed and everything. One day these will become a collector's item. I would definitely love to own one of these at some point. It's absolutely amazing that all of these companies are stepping forward. Kylie Jenner is also set to donate $1 million. And surprisingly enough, New York Governor Jerome Adams actually reached out to Kylie Jenner as well as other influencers to help utilize their social media platforms in order to spread education and to help get people to take this seriously. If there's one thing that social media influencers can be good for, it's helping to spread a message as quickly as possible. It's been fantastic to see how everyone is using their platforms to spread correct information, to encourage everyone to stay indoors, to shelter in place, to always wear masks, to always wear gloves. So thank you, social media influencers that are trying to actually make a positive difference. Now, many states have a stay-in-place or shelter-in-place system already in effect. This has made all unnecessary businesses close down, or I should say non-essential businesses close down. This is including hair salons, beauty salons, things such as that. So people are not able to get their hair cut and color right now. Honestly, it should be the last of anyone's concern what their haircut and color looks like right now. I mean, the most anyone is going to see you is through a Zoom meeting, so you can always fake it or something. It's terrible to see vanity making clients ask their hairdressers go out and risk their safety and their own personal safety for the sake of the client's vanity. I don't know, it's just not something that seems very essential to me. That's why salons were declared non-essential. That's why these salons were closed. It's gone so far that in North Carolina, WRAL is reporting that hairstylists that are found out and about servicing clients are being served with a level 2 misdemeanor. It's absolutely crazy, guys. It is not worth going to your house to be charged with a level 2 misdemeanor. We are all too old to be having stupid arrests happening. It's not worth it. Now, Italian officials really have it correct. They are going all over social media platforms, encouraging their hairstylists, beauty, photography, everybody just to stay in. And this is a quote: "You need to explain to me these mobile hairdressers who go home to style people's hair. What the fuck is that for? Do you understand the casket will be closed? Who is even supposed to see your hair in a casket?" That may seem like a brutal message from Italian government officials, but it is actually quite true. So, hairstylists, makeup artists, our beloved clients, please stay indoors. Don't ask a hair person to come to your house right now. It's absolutely not worth it. No one is so important that hair really needs to even be addressed until we are able to go back. So do the right thing. Stay inside. Encourage your friends, your co-workers, your hairstylist to stay inside. Now, just about everything with large gatherings has been canceled this year. It started, with South by Southwest, Coachella. As of the 17th of April, 2 days ago, Comic-Con was canceled. A lot of people are very disappointed for all of our beloved, huge mega events to be canceled, but really it is the safest thing that can happen right now. There is no precautions that can be taken for events of that scale to be conducted safely. Perhaps once there is a quick administered test and everybody can just cycle through, test negative, it can start to come back very slowly. As far as those events, I think that we can probably count on IMATS, BeautyCon, Comic-Con, the makeup show, the indie beauty show. I think all of these events will be canceled for at least 1 year, possibly 2 for the larger ones. I think that Comic-Con probably won't be back for 2 years. That's just my opinion, but for an event that runs, days and days and days and has thousands of people camped out outside of it, it's already unhygienic. If you've ever been to, Comic-Con, people are camping out for days and days and days, and it gets a little stinky. I can only imagine what that would be like now that the coronavirus is happening. Now, in a little bit of influencer news, one of our favorites, Nikkie Tutorials, who actually came out as transgender this year and received just, an amazing welcome throughout not only the cosmetic industry, but just throughout the entire world and the LGBT community, recently went on Ellen, and then later on went on to talk about how she did not have the best experience. And she really just said that it was cold there and it wasn't what she expected. Now, as of this week, she has gone on her Twitter to talk about the actual experience that she had there and what she found, somewhat off-putting. Said when she arrived, she was not met by Ellen, she was met by an intern who was then escorted her to a private room that didn't have a bathroom, and she felt like she should have a bathroom because the Jonas Brothers were there, and they got their own bathroom, and she didn't get a bathroom, and the segment was just very quick. It was very cold. She said that she expected confetti. As a professional makeup artist and as any professional makeup artist, hairstylist, clothing stylist, publicist, manager, or any celebrity or personality that has ever been a guest on a major network talk show knows it's not going to be streamers and balloons when you get there. And speaking from personal experience, I've been doing this now for a very long time. I've been to many, many talk shows. I've never once had the talk show host come in and speak to the client that I was there with. Anytime you do see something like that, it's always going to be staged just for production value and to add to the dream and the illusion. And, just thinking specifically to her experience, and then if you live in Los Angeles, you'll even know the show that I'm talking about. The driver comes up, you go through security, your driver drops you off, you're met by an intern, you're then ushered upstairs. There's a long hallway with one bathroom, all the way down and turn another corner. That's where you're taken. That's your green room. It does not have a private bathroom. That's where you sit to have your hair and makeup touched up, to put on your clothing. You're then ushered out onto the stage after a producer has gone over what exactly is going to be talked about so that there are no surprises. You do your segment and you leave. Now, every single green room is different. Some green rooms are huge. They're like hotel rooms. They might have a kitchenette, a little bathroom in it with a shower. It really kind of depends on what the room was purposed for when it was built or what it was purposed for right before you walked in. Personally, it's a 50-50 whether or not a green room is going to have a private bathroom. With a lot of shows, it's going to be a communal bathroom that the guests and celebrities are using right along with the staff. It's just how it is. Anybody that has ever, like I said, attended one of those shows with a client or as the guest can attest to that. It's not a glamorous experience. You're ushered in, you do your segment, you leave. These shows film all day long. Sometimes they film multiple episodes. There really isn't time for the hugging and the kissing and all of the other staged behaviors that we might see, or that even audience members of the show might think is something authentic. It's always going to be staged. You're there to promote something, you promote it, and you leave. That said, publicists or managers should make a client aware of that before they go in, just so that they don't wind up biting their tongue and saying something that makes them sound entitled or immature. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Make Up Your Mind TV's Beauty News. Please follow Make Up Your Mind TV on Instagram at Make Up Your Mind TV, and myself, Justin Tyme. We hope to be delivering more positive beauty news in the very near future. Please stay tuned, like and subscribe on YouTube, and have a great day.